Boom! Yeah. Now that I got your attention, yeah, hey. How you doing? How you doing? Come on. Hey, baby Dub, Mary. Hey, we're back again. Hey.
Hi, it's me, Tammy. Welcome back to Let's Talk. Today is, I'm just saying day. Today is the day where I pick a subject and I talk about it. And I say how I feel about it, no holds barred. Just giving it to you straight from the hip. And I had another subject that I wanted to talk about, but it kind of ties in together. Because I wanted to talk about women and us respecting ourselves, to do something different than we've already been doing. Instead of letting things go as the norm and wondering why we're getting the type of men that we're getting. But then this other story came up. And I actually saw this story last Friday, so I didn't teeter-tottering between the two. But in this effect, I can probably kill two birds with one stone. So the story that I'm talking about is the story in the news about the guy that is 33 years old. And he has 30 kids by 11 different women. Yes, you heard me correct. And if you think that I am making this up, I am not. Let me repeat myself. He is 33 years old. He has 30 kids by 11 different women. And Google it. I promise you this story will come up. All you got to put in Google is 33-year-old man, 30 kids. It will come up. I promise. He petitioned the court to give him relief on child support because he only makes minimum wage. So, of course, he's getting child support for 30 kids, and he says that they take half his check. Some of the women only get $1.49 a month. Not a week. Even if they were getting it a week, it doesn't do anything for them. That's probably one day's of lunch money, or a grab bag of chips out of the convenience store. That is not child support. That is snack money. And that snack money won't even get the baby through the whole week at school. So he's asking the court to grant him relief from child support. Baby, you could have been granted relief if you had stopped having babies after you had the first, maybe I'll give you 3. Because if we're talking about that you make you make minimum wage. I know minimum wage in Texas is $7.25. He lives in Georgia, so I think it may be $1 higher. I'm not sure. But either way you cut it, I did the math. I wouldn't be able to make it, let alone with some kids. So you're going to struggle, especially with 30 kids. You lucky that's it. You lucky you getting half your check. Because the truth of the matter is, your check should be gone and chopped up 30 different ways. I can't believe that you would even go to the court and ask them to stop, to relieve you from child support. You could have relieved yourself. 29 kids ago, 28 kids ago, 30 kids ago. And if you think about it, these women are so lucky that a baby is the only thing that came out of this relationship, this sexual, and I'm not going to say relationship, this sexual relationship with this man. Now, I think that he is currently involved with one of the women, but the others, no. But they are so lucky that babies are the only thing that came out of this encounter with this man. Because you think about 30 different kids, 11 different women, no protection. Some of these women had multiple babies by him. And I think he had 8 in 1 year. I think the article said that. All I can do is shake my head. I can just shake my head. You can't be mad at him, but it takes 2 to tango. And they knew, somebody had to know, unless he never told them, that he had these many kids. Because I'm telling you, there's no game that he could possibly stick to me and tell me, oh, I got 15 kids, oh, I got 25 kids, and it would be okay, and I would still be in awe of him, that I would still want to be involved with him. I'd be like, okay, I'll pass. You can go on and go. You can go to the left. I'm gonna go over here to the right. We don't have nothing else to say to each other. 30 kids, 11 different baby mothers, and they had pictures of the baby moms on Yahoo. And these women, intelligent looking women, pictures with their kids, and they're loving on their kids, and I'm so glad that they do. But 30 kids? This man has slept with 11 different women with no protection. 30 babies is a blessing, because at least there was no sexually transmitted diseases surrounding that. And if you want to keep it real, it could have been. It could have very well been that. And I can't understand why nobody involved in this circle of men had the sense enough to say no. And have this, ladies, 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 we have got to start making better decisions when it comes to the men that we involve in our lives. And I say that because we get mad and we want to complain. It's like, this man ain't doing this, and he's not doing this, and all men are this, and all men are dollars. But we perpetuate the situation because we don't take the time out to think about the situation that we're doing. Some of us just want to have that companionship, and we just want to have somebody by our side because we believe having a piece of man is better than having no man at all. So I'm just going to take what I got and work with it. That's from a song, y'all. Betty Wright, I believe. No pain, no gain. You can't think like that. You cannot think like that. I would rather be by myself and single, and instead of putting up with a man that is bringing absolutely nothing to my life and making my life even harder than what it probably is. I can do bad all by myself. It's another song. But I'm just saying, we have to learn how to decide that it's okay when we don't have a man in our life, instead of just having anybody stroll into our life and change our worlds forever. Because these ladies, their worlds are changed. These kids got, all these brothers and sisters, and I hope that these, they are meshing together and get to know each other, because that's a huge family. They are all connected to each other and connected by children. And the fact that, have you ever heard the saying that when you have sex with somebody, you're also having sex with the person that they've had sex with? They connected through that too, if you want to think about logic. So I'm just saying that we have to start making better decisions, because if we don't make better decisions about who we bring into our life and what we allow them to do in our life, and make decisions about what we're doing because it takes two, then there's no room for complaint. Stop complaining. If you're going to put up with anything and you're going to allow anything to happen and you're going to do anything, ladies, stop complaining about men being dogs, because men will only do what you allow them to do. And it is, like I said, there's no amount of gain a man with that many kids could have spent to me. Any type of attraction that I had to him would have been squashed. And then these are the stories that are on TV. These are the stories that they want to put of us on TV. And that's the light that they want to depict of us. This is the stereotypical life that they want to see. There's nothing on TV about us coming up and not struggling and overcoming circumstances, living good life. They don't want to see stories like that. They want to see stories like a man that's 33 years old with 30 kids petitioning the court to stop him paying child support or to relieve him of child support. Those are the stories that they want to see. There was a guy who was a sperm donor. He fathered 118 kids. Now, if you're a sperm donor, you're anonymous. How he kept up with this, I don't know. But I also believe that that show had that was something that they were trying to create off the bat, because they wanted to do a reality show of that, of him meeting his kids. Now, had you not been offered this reality show and offered a check, being that you're a sperm donor, would you have been on this journey to try to find 118 kids? There's no story for that. There's no sense in putting a reality show on that. And there's no sense in pumping up a story about a guy that is 33 years old with 30 kids by 11 different women. But yeah, there's a reason for it. Because one gets a reality show, the other one gets made a fool out of on TV. And then you get talked about on a social media network like YouTube or Facebook or Twitter. We gotta start, men, we gotta start thinking. Ladies, we gotta start thinking. We gotta start doing things different so that a different light of us can be seen. I mean, if we keep doing the same things over and over and over again, we're adding fuel to the fire. And then we sitting up and complaining and wondering why we in these relationships, or why this man isn't taking care of my kids, or why this is not happening to me, and why do I have all these kids? You know, we have to start doing something different. I can't imagine, knowing that I can barely take care of myself and then bringing 30 babies in the world and knowing I can't take care of them. That's foolishness. That's complete foolishness, and we need to stop being foolish, because this story is foolish. He was foolish. I don't know what else to say about the subject. I'm gonna cut it off right here because it's kind of sad to me. It's sad to me and it's ridiculous to me at the same time, because I want to say, dude, get it together, and go get. You need to stop. And the courts can't order him to stop making babies, but damn, common sense needs to step in somewhere so you can quit making these babies. Half the check that you got left, you need to take it on up to your local doctor and get some stuff stopped, so you can't make any more babies that you can't take care of. And I know the Lord says be fruitful and multiply, but not being foolish and doing it. Oh my gosh. Okay. Thank you guys for watching. I'm done with this subject. This is, let's make better decisions so that we can see better stories on the news. And this part of our lives won't be newsworthy. We can talk about, getting over a struggle, going to college, finishing college, being promoted at jobs, starting nonprofits, helping the homeless, feeding kids, volunteering. Let's have news about that, not news about foolishness. Let's do something different. Ladies, respect yourself enough to know that you're worth more than a half-assed relationship with somebody that's going to hit it and run. And if you allow them to hit it and run, close your mouth, because there's nothing else to say about it, because you allowed it to happen. Guys, you're mad because you're paying child support. Quit fathering these kids that you can't take care of. That's it. I'm just saying, have a happy Memorial Day. Enjoy your weekend. I hope that you guys have a blessed weekend and that you enjoy it, relax, do something different that you haven't done before. And I will see you on Monday with a weight loss update. Tuesday with another hair, makeup, something. I'm going to do something. Not sure what yet, but it's something. And another, I'm just saying, on Friday. So, bye. Talk to you later.